Hi folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Dyscourse. On the last episode, we built ourselves a little raft through montage, which wasn't really a montage, honestly, but it's fun to think it was. And we're about ready to set off into the open seas to see what that light that we saw a couple episodes ago. Will it lead to disaster? Probably. One quick thing before we get started proper, and I know these intros are getting obnoxiously long, but I still haven't quite decided if I want to do a second playthrough of this. If I were to, it would be everything I didn't do this time around, which I know isn't going to be like the other half of the game. I'm pretty sure there's more to it than just that. But I still haven't quite decided if I wanted to do that or if I just want to say, fuck it, you do it if you want to see it. I think either way, I'm definitely going to keep playing this on my own time to get all the achievements and whatnot. I'm not going to do that on as a Let's Play. But I think what I'm definitely going to do is if there is a perfect way to play, like if there is a possibility to save everybody, I think I'll show that off as a full playthrough. But if literally it's just like there are people who are going to die, there's no getting around it, then I obviously won't be showing a perfect playthrough. But yeah, still not 100% sure if I want to do a second playthrough or not. But let's not think about second playthroughs when we're still going on first ones. Oh, jeez. All right, I'll get through this as quickly as I can. This was all in the. Me too, Steve. This was all in the last episode. I guess it didn't save after this. It's usually been good about that. I don't know why it. Yeah, usually when I was saving it before, it saved it after I talked to everyone, but I don't know. Maybe that's sweet. I think that's what I chose. Just in case, I'll do it a little bit slower, so if someone wants to read it. Alright. Now we're into new stuff. Kitty! Yeah. Oh, Teddy. Regardless of how this Let's Play goes, I'm not gonna miss you. I don't see too much else to do, so... Cat just took a mini dip there. And off we go. Bye, Steve. Now you tell me. You're just dumb. No one is listening, Teddy. Yeah, no. Someone catch a fish with a flute. God, no one's gonna get that reference. Someone kick Teddy off the fucking boat. Sleep. Day 8. A week and a day. I seriously just want them to pan out a little bit and show Steve just standing there on the beach. They're literally like a little ways out. They could jump down and walk back to shore. 'Cause it doesn't look like they're moving, just the water is. Wah wah. Oh no. You're gonna do this to me, aren't you, game? Oh, game, have you no heart? Alright, so I have one fish. If I had to guess, that means that only one of these two are making it out of this game alive, if any of us do. I mean, I'm sorry, Teddy, but you're just so goddamn obnoxious. Jolene really hasn't done anything weird, and she helped with the raft, and I know you helped with the raft too, but God. Aw, I thought that was it. Throw Disky! Oh, God. Use the body as bait. I was thinking about that before the option even came up. Day 10. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know, before we continue any further, I'm hoping that SOS that me and Teddy built attracts the helicopter. More crabs? More crabs. They're fucking crabs, man! Just step on them or something. I know their pinchers suck, but jeez. They're grown people. They're crabs. The helicopter! Woo! Oh, it's got a red cross. There to save us. To be honest, Steve, neither did I. I figured we'd come back and you got eaten by a puma or something. And the helicopter crashes. Dyscourse 2! .404. Survivors found after this Dyscourse Air Flight 404 crash Rescue team brings home survivors after their struggle with nature. Number 1 bestseller, The Man Behind the Stapler, Stephen Covey. Order your copy today. Fallen Gamer honored world's largest virtual memorial service. He was a really cool dude. Fellow guild member Fat Dave. Eggplant Farm. Jolene sells world famous eggplant business. 8 lives left. Animal shelter closes after lack of funding. Okay. Vandalized equipment. Whoops. Anger after replacement of expensive tsunami buoy equipment. We have a zero tolerance policy when it comes to vandalism. We're trying to save lives here. Sorry about that. After one crash, really? I mean, a couple of us got out. 3 of us, in fact. And a cat. We saved a kitty. The cafe opens up downtown. That's not difficult at all. Island feline. I liked his work before he died. Yeah, I guess she kept her cool okay. I made the decision to save you, Jolene. Never forget that. Lost conspiracy theorist. A loss of one of the greats. And there's my stats, I suppose. Teddy redacted. I love that. Trying to kill an animal. Sorry. I should probably... Jolene Boyle. I miss my George, but at least he died doing what I love. Killing animals. Interesting. George and Jolene, despite supposedly being married, have different last names. Interesting. Yes, he was, George. Rita's little comment there. Up. Yeah, no thanks. And that's it. Well, I don't know. I don't think I did that badly. I mean, I did lose 2 people, but I mean, I did save Teddy. Well, I didn't save Teddy, no, obviously, but I saved Steve and Rita and Jolene and the cat and Disky. Let's not forget about Disky. What happened to Bricky? Did Bricky go the same way as... What's his face? I've already forgotten his name. Yeah, so that's it. Special thanks to you, viewer. All these people, you know, special thanks to them for helping with the game. But you, the viewer, who sat through all of this, all of my nonsense. Oh, here's the... If you remember my episode 0, this is about where I got really just nonsensical. But overall, how do I feel about the game? Fairly positive. The art style, I'm not a very visual person, but it was pretty neat, and The characters were all very memorable. I'm usually bad with names, and I got all the names pretty quickly, even though I know his name is Garrett. I was joking. But yeah, like, really unique looking characters. They all. Hello? Oh, there it goes. Just working the turkey through. Yeah, they all looked pretty cool, and everything looked like it should look like. I don't know. It looked pretty cool. I like the sound. Like most of the songs that were playing, like the less intense ones, like even now I'm kind of bobbing my head to this music. It's all some good stuff. Nothing I'll probably remember down the road, or I'll put on my iPod or anything, but decent tunes. Story-wise, well, obviously I've only seen a part of the story, so I can't say for certain how everything works out, but I mean, knowing that things are going to change later on, if I play through it again, that's pretty interesting. I do like that. I'm a fan of choices in video games like this, so but yeah, I mean, kind of realistic actually. Like things like needing water. I'm glad I did that. That was definitely an important thing. And when I majorly screwed up the choosing whether or not to stay at the beach or go inland, I knew right away that was a horrible decision, and the game punished me for it. They're like, hey, this is a really dumb idea. Have you ever heard of a thing called the waves and the tide? And at least that someone's named Max Payne. So yeah, and I kind of had a feeling that people were gonna die. It was kind of inevitable. So I knew people were gonna drop off, but uh-oh. Thank you, Jesus. Sorry about that. Let me see here. So yeah, story, I like the story. Gameplay, very, 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 very simplistic. This is definitely not a game if you want gameplay. This is a game if you want story, which I'm definitely one of those people. I love a good story in a video game, an interactive story, if you will. Apparently, I was one of only 5 people who actually liked Heavy Rain, so But yeah, gameplay-wise, nothing too spectacular. Like, even the sections where it wasn't just make a choice or a quick time choice, it wasn't really a quick time event, it was quick time choice. Even those sections were like, everything is very obvious what you have to grab and what you have to do with what you have to grab. There was no real puzzles or any action sequence, but that's fine. Overall, I liked it. I would give it a positive rating. Nothing mind-blowing, but it was fun. Thank you, game. Thank you. I chose wisely in some areas and very poorly in others, but yeah, overall, I wouldn't say I was impressed. There was nothing that really drove me to saying, like, yeah, game of the year, number 1. But I had fun. I enjoyed myself. I'm definitely looking forward to playing again to see what some of my other choices make, story-wise. I'm glad that choices actually had an impact on things. Although, when I first started, I said it was kind of like The Walking Dead, or at least the one that I played. I finally finished it, by the way, the first season of The Walking Dead video game. But I said, like, your choices kind of don't matter in the long scheme of things, because you're still going to go to the farm, you're still going to go to the hospital and so and so, but and that's not entirely true. Well, that is true, but choices do have a little bit more of an impact than you might think. But in this, I feel like even if I do this again, I'm still gonna be going to the cave at that one point. But aside from that, I do think, because I would wager a guess that like some of my other choices will still save some of the survivors, just not the same ones. But yeah, I feel like sorry, I feel like it all still kind of comes to the same ending in a way where there's some survivors, and that's not a bad thing by any means. That's a good thing because you want a way to win the game. But I think because of how short it is, it definitely has the option for the choices to have more impact than something bigger like The Walking Dead. But I mean, obviously, there's limits to how wide the branch can go. No. Anyway. Yeah, I'm not gonna give it a rating, like I know some people do, because I'm bad at that. In case you can't tell, I'm bad at getting my thoughts together. But I guess the best thing I could do is would I recommend it, and who would I recommend it to? I had a friend of mine. Sorry, I had a friend of mine who absolutely hated the Walking Dead video games, the Telltale one, because it was just all story. Like there was no action involved. If you're one of those types of people, and there's nothing wrong with being those types of people. I'm sorry I made that voice. That's actually kind of how he sounds. But if you're those kinds of people, probably not. But if you're those kinds of people, why did you watch this Let's Play? I don't know. Something to do, I guess. But if you're like me and you like the idea of your choices influencing how things in the game go, and you like the idea of trying to survive, which I also kind of do, then you know what? I'd say give it a shot. I think I'm going to make my final decision on whether or not I'm going to do a second playthrough, and you're probably going to figure this out by tomorrow if there's more Dyscourse. Take a sip of juice here. Since I don't have anything planned immediately, I think I am. So in the next episode, we're going to start it all over again, and I'm going to be making opposite decisions. So this was my canonical story. Anything that happens after this is non-canon. Garrett died, George died, Teddy died. That's the end of it. They're not coming back, even though they're back. This is a what-if scenario and nothing more. Nothing more. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you watched this entire video, if you've watched this entire Let's Play, thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. That's very, very encouraging. I knew even before I started this series that it wasn't going to be my most popular, if anyone was going to watch it at all. But if you've watched it, thank you very much. Thank you, sincerely. I guess I will see you in the next episode for round 2. Bye. I was going to say I can't get out this. Bye, everyone.